I like a carbonara. An arrabbiata for Alicia, good choice, always solid.
I'm a pizza girly.
Oh, so fair. Such a good one.
But
Yes.
carbonara in pizza, the good carbonara pizza.
Good carbonara. Oh, not pineapple. I'm not a pineapple on a
Oh,
pizza kind of gal.
I'll kill you. You're my friend. No, you're not my friend anymore.
That's
But
not
I
Sorry.
Italian.
I've
That's
tried it to like see what's the hype about.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's 30 seconds into the pod and that went, I'll kill you if you like that. I bring it
oh,
up, well, pineapple on pizza, because Yuki was very passionate about it. And, Red Bull were celebrating their 400th Grand Prix. So maybe we should start there with a great Max victory. What a drive.
yeah.
Yeah.
The first move that he made, it was impressive. I mean, I'm
It
not
was,
a Red Bull fan, but
no,
it was impressive.
it was very, like, it was, he always knows when he's in P2, he's probably going to do something, but that move was spectacular.
And so inside the track, everything like
Just chef's kiss.
probably he was on the same all night trying to do something like that, to be honest.
Apparently he was online at 3 a.m.
Yes, he was.
Apparently he was online. He did pop up that he was online at 3 a.m., which maybe he just functions better on lack of sleep.
He likes
Neither
the
I.
adrenaline. He likes to be sleepless, I guess.
How is he also having a fake identity while also being a new dad and winning a Grand Prix?
Being Max Verstappen.
Do you guys remember when Molly
Oh, Cami's
said,
joining later.
"Oh, we get a feature guest mid pod. I love it." Oh, this
Yes.
is fun. We can see what do we think we'll be chatting about when Cam comes in. Let's just change and be completely off topic when Cam comes in. He'll think, God, what are
We
we
had
doing?
Formula E. We can just throw him
Yeah,
off with Formula because
yeah.
it rained.
Yes.
Like one
uh,
race was pure chaos in the rain,
yeah,
and the other one was dry. So
yeah. We'll throw him up. Well, how exciting. We haven't been a four in a while, which is exciting.
true. We just need Ali when she's done with
Yeah.
studying.
I know. I might not be here next week, guys, so preempt the audience. I will be not functioning after a marathon, but I will be
Oh,
listening in
sure,
spirit
you're running the marathon
Yeah.
next week before
next
we.
week
Yeah,
before I know I'm good, but I want to hear. I'll be back for post Barcelona, so I could hear Nat's experience of the day, because that's going to give me such life.
I'm just going to be tired. I know I'm going to be tired, and I'm going to have the steps for the whole year.
Oh yeah, you're going to do so many
And
steps.
I'm taking my parents as one does. And
Oh,
I know I'm going to abandon them on the stand and just like go around. That's what I did last year, and they were happy with it. So
Gonna see the new era of Aston Martin when you're gonna be there.
yeah. Do you want to talk about Aston Martin now, or is it too soon? It's too soon.
can can they like fire all the engineers? I'm going to do not the engineers, the strategists. I do a better job, like literally better job than them.
Were you? Yeah. Let's take it back, shall we? Well, how did you feel on Saturday, and then how quickly did things turn on?
I was screaming, "We are back, baby! We are fucking back!"
We are back, lads.
People
You're
were looking at me as if I was crazy. But yeah.
And you weren't at the time. You were not at the time. It
yeah.
looked insane.
Then they decide to F up the strategy. And but the thing is that I told you in the chat, if everyone's spitting, why the heck are you not beating your cars?
This is my problem, is that yeah, I have no qualifications to be a strategist. I know that. But I know one thing. If you get a safety car, pit. Go into the pit.
Exactly.
We have the 610s.
Wasn't Charles also doing that? I mean,
Yeah.
Ferrari.
But Charles, because he did not have tires, he did not
Mm.
have new tires. The tires he had were 11 laps from one
Yeah.
of the FP1 or two. So I understand that you don't have new tires, so you just wing it. But Aston Martin had tires with like 1 or 2 laps, those ones that they take the shiny part out and they put it
Yeah.
in. Why? Why?
Why? Make it
Why?
make sense.
I don't know.
Is
It
it at
was
least
crazy.
promising that they can qualify at that? It's just then a strategy problem.
I hope the qualifying in Monaco is as good because
Yeah, exactly.
but remember that next week we have 2 obligatory pit stops.
Yeah, we do.
So yeah, I was not expecting 2 pit stops in Imola. Like that was
Yeah.
crazy as well.
It was, and it was
And
like the whole race was crazy, like with the safety car. Like for me, when I saw they pitted Lando just one lap before the
Yeah.
safety car, I was like, no way. And then, of course, everyone pitted, and Charles got very upset with like every time I get with these virtual safety cars.
Charles, are you
Oh,
going to talk about bad luck? You got points. My boys didn't.
you
And
got
they had them.
points.
Literally, they had them.
I'm sorry,
I was like,
but still,
finally, we're going to be in front of Hadjar in the driver time. No, we're not.
It
We're not.
it was just poetic in the way that they did so well on Saturday. It was quite something. Things you're screaming, we're back in the group chat, and I'm thinking, great, I love a happy Nat. And then on Sunday, it's
yeah.
just
You know the car works when freaking Lance Stroll was P8. Like,
Exactly. That's what
exactly.
I
it's
said.
not Fernando and his magic. It's like the freaking car works.
Yeah,
I'm
the car
saying freaking
works.
so I don't get like penalty for swearing because I'm so mad I will get penalties for swearing.
You already have one, so.
I
Yeah.
It's just such a shame. And they've got Adrian. Well, I'm thinking Adrian Newey must be doing something because that was car was much better than it has been with those
Yes.
updates. So at least
He's
he's trying.
he's not supposed to be working on the updates of this car, but he's supervising them, which means if he
Mm.
sees something he doesn't like, he's going to be like, back to the lab. No, no, no.
Good.
No, no, don't do that.
Good.
Oh. Should we talk about more heartbreak, get the sad bits out of the way, and speak about poor Kimi Antonelli? I think retire it as one race.
I
Poor
was
baby.
like, we need another safety car to get to the points. And then I got the safety car, but not with the driver. I wanted to be in the safety car. Who
Who did you want to be in the safety car?
do you think I wanted? Like, I already had one of them out.
It's Liam
Like,
Lawson.
Yes.
all right. No, I prefer Isaac because he was in front of Fernando. So
Yeah,
that was points for
that's
sure.
true.
And
I mean,
I'm going to get a lot of hate, but would also have been really poetic with everything that's happening in social media that Franco was like, bye bye. Like,
Yeah.
when I saw the crash on FP2,
Oh, yeah.
was it
Qualifying.
FP1
I think
or
it was
like quali one
yeah,
or two?
quali one.
Okay. I was like, I'm not wishing the,
No,
nothing
no bad
bad
wishes.
wrong with him, but this is karma for everyone who's been insulting everyone else.
Yeah.
Because especially, what the heck? Yeah, Yuki flipped him off, but
Yeah.
he would have
yeah.
flipped off anyone.
I mean,
And the
Lando flipped Max off. Lando flipped Esti Bestie off. So many drivers did. I mean, it's normal out there on the track.
It happens.
Yeah, you get angry like Charles. I mean, Charles was so angry during the race, and then he went and got McDonald's with Alex. So,
that would be me.
That
yeah, I
I'm
mean,
so upset. I must go and get some chicken nuggets. That's the thing is that they're in a high pressure situation.
yes.
They these things happen. Like you get out the car, you reflect, you probably apologize to whoever you've done and move on. But
I think the most poetical thing of the whole weekend was Carlos being P1 in Q2 while the two Ferraris were out of their home race. Like, that was poetic.
You saw the
it,
interview
No,
mhm.
when
because
they asked, how do you feel you outqualified your old team? And he was smiling, and they said, don't smile too much.
but I think it's also like the team that it's the worst.
It's Cam.
Cam,
Yeah.
Hello,
you're here. Hi.
I'm here. Oh my God, I'm
Very
sorry,
good.
I'm late.
Don't worry.
We're on all things signs being the poetic justice of him doing
Yes.
so well, whereas the Ferrari's having a tough time.
And then
Mhm.
that the team that was not supposed to go into Q3, which was Aston Martin, knocked down the Ferraris, and I was like, no way, no way, not
We've gone
Stroll, not Stroll.
we've gone through Nat's pain. We've gone through her struggles this weekend, but Saturday was great.
Not for my boys.
Not for my boys.
I like to go, but the thing that Campos had so many issues this weekend. Actually, it's quite like it was like a foreshadowing with Pepe. He got screwed. His strategy got screwed by a safety car. Oh, doesn't ring any bells. What happened to his manager as well? So sad. These strategies were so good, and then they decided to Safety car.
Bloody safety cars.
For a moment, I thought Alex is gonna take a podium.
I thought he was
Oh,
getting
no.
P3. I
Yes.
No, I was being delusional.
Yeah, I know, but it was so obvious he was not like.
I
I
was
think-
delusional too.
Me too.
You were delulu. Yeah, Cam, where have you been? Where talk us through your plumbing issues.
So my upstairs neighbor has a leak, and so now I've got like a little bubble of water on
Oh.
my ceiling, but mostly I got water all over my electrical system.
Oh, oh
Yeah,
no.
My seat is like full of water.
yeah.
No, I have
Except
a
here
leakage.
it's my electrical stuff. Literally, like just cables everywhere. There's water.
Oh,
And so I've been using like all my towels, just shoved in there, and they just all get drenched within like 10 minutes. It's just dripping. But I think we solved the issue. Pretty much, we changed some stuff with like my other neighbor, who's like a little
Okay,
grandpa.
good.
He's my BFF. We spent like 2 hours on that.
Good.
Yeah, but I met a neighbor. She was sweet.
look at
Well,
you both so committed to the pod that you're now
yeah,
back.
Mhm.
yeah. Everything
here.
is okay now.
I
And
hope
you,
so.
Yeah.
So, something we should mention is that after, I think they said 54 years or 82 years, Robert Swatchman with Prema as a rookie got the pole for the Indy 500. And I was like,
Very.
yay! Well, I was like, oh, yay! It was
But there
so
was-
late.
It was
it was
lit.
a crash. It was a crash there too, no? In Indy
Yeah.
500.
Oh yeah, there were a couple of them, and then the team Penske cheating as per usual. They've been kicked out of the rows they were. They were not allowed to qualify. It was chaos. Marcus Armstrong had a big crash. Haven't seen that one, but I saw Colton's hurt, and I was like, oh. And Scott McLaughlin, which is a Penske, which is a cheater, so he's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, Yuki had his big crash on Saturday as well. That was
Yes.
awful.
Yeah.
You know what? It's like not iconic, but he had the same, not the same crash, but at the same place as Roland Ratzenberger
Yeah.
and Franco crash in Tamburello as
Yeah.
Ayrton Senna.
Yeah.
It was
It does
scary a
give you
bit.
shivers.
It was like no way in Tamburello, like there, Imola, Senna.
But looks like we're gonna lose Imola after an amazing race.
Yeah, why?
It was a good race. And lots of overtaking. Oscar Piastri was on the move. Was doing some serious work, serious grind.
And Fernando, once they changed back to the mediums in the safety car, he was like 0.8 away from a point.
Yeah. I was so pissed when they pitted Lando and then safety car.
Oh, yeah.
I said that, but Nat said that we shouldn't talk about that because Fernando was unlucky.
All right, I didn't say
His
anything.
radio. Oh my god.
Okay. We've all had Oscar Piastri's strategy was far from ideal. We're all sad, but it's okay.
And I mean, I kept manifesting for a Kimi podium. I got a DNF.
That was sad, to be
I
fair.
think we should stop like giving our predictions because every single
Yes.
time we predict something, they end up
We jinx
DNFing.
it.
So
That's my other point is that we said on
Liam
Monday,
likes some podium.
we said we'd check back in as well when Christian Horner had lost his job. And guess what? I'm still here. He's still got a bloody job, hasn't he?
We're gonna
Well-
get Esty Bestie, Liam Lawson, and Isaac Hadjar in the podium in Monaco. It's
We
going to be
do.
amazing.
No, Nico
Yeah.
Hulkenberg. That's good for my fantasy.
Yes.
Nico Hulkenberg wins.
But I'm being ironic because every single time we say someone in the podium, they have a bad race or they DNF. So I'm being ironic
Yes.
saying that
Yeah.
podium because
But
I don't
still,
want them to have a nice race because I don't like them.
SD Bestie wins and Liam Lawson
Second with with
Second.
pole and fastest lap.
with fastest lap with pole and fastest.
Fastest lap straight to Mirabo, and he's facing in the barriers. It's a joke. We are
Yeah.
joking. We don't want anything bad to happen. We are not like the Argentinian fans.
No, we're nice. We're so lovely.
It's a joke.
Yeah.
Simply
Maybe the
lovely.
best driver wins. He won't because he
Right.
doesn't have the best car.
And I
Lando
wrote
Norris.
like in my notes as well, like during quali, like all this time being deleted, and that thing took so long, like
Yes,
with them
yes.
debating whether it was good or not, and I was like,
Yeah.
But the thing is
uh,
that the first moment they do the repetition, you can see that he's crossing the line and it's already red. So
It's
where's the
obvious.
problem?
Yeah, I don't know why they took so long to
Oh,
decide.
and have you realized what Ben Sulayem is doing now? He's portraying himself as a good like FIA director, so he doesn't get, because all the drivers have spoken in favor of Carlos Sainz Senior,
Yes.
saying how like
Yes,
they don't
that's
see
why.
like as he, like the fact that having his kid, it's not like something he's going to be favoring. It's something he's going to be more making more just, so everyone gets the same recognition and the same penalties for doing the same. So they
Yeah.
think he's a good like candidate, and he's so pissed that he's trying to like lick everyone else's to like get re-elected. He wanted to veto Carlos Sainz Senior because you can see that he knows he's going to lose.
I mean, look,
Yes.
I'd vote for Carlos Sainz Senior, and it's saying something about the sport as well, that everyone is more happy to have a dad of a driver on the grid than this man. That is saying something.
And it's not like Carlos Sainz is any driver,
No,
or he could be an engineer. He
yeah,
knows how to
he's
fix
got a
his own
brain for it.
car,
Yeah,
and he passed that on to his son, which is amazing.
it's a
Yeah.
very good skill to have as the F1 driver, and he's clearly passed that. That man has such an analytical brain. He knows his strategy.
I mean, last year when there was all that hate with Lando and Max online, why did they not speak about it, or McLaren or someone? No one. But now, because it's because of Carlos Sainz dad, we speak about it.
Exactly, because he's terrified of losing a seat that he
Yes.
had already. The moment it was announced, he had already lost. No one wants him.
You know what's as well as funny is the fact that he invented the medal that they get on the podium just so that he has something to go up on stage for. Like that's so silly that he has invented something so that he gets to have a spotlight and go up onto the stage. The medal of the FIA. That's the Mohammed bin Salam medal that he gets to go up.
I just want to say that Carlos Sainz has. I think he has driven a Red Bull, like F1 car, and he did quite decent time. The only time this man has been on a Formula One car, it was a Fernando Alonso Renault, and he crashed it on the first turn.
First turn.
And something I want to like cross my fingers is that if we get Carlos Sainz Senior on as the FIA director, he keeps, even if it's alternated, both Spanish tracks on calendar, because Madrid is going to be so expensive, and I'm gonna miss going to the Spanish Grand Prix unless someone invites me.
Get the pod there.
Paddock passes.
But don't worry, by then we'll be there. Next year we're going.
Me and my science cannot miss it. Like I'm already working on this year's science.
And the rest of us, we don't even have a home GP.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to, but not anymore.
Yeah.
No Scottish Grand Prix.
Problem in France was like Origal, Manicours. It was a really good track. I loved it when it was on calendar. Change it.
What this episode is teaching me is that there's a lot of things that we should just be doing in F1. We should be in charge of picking the president. We should be doing Aston Martin's strategy, and we should also be doing the calendar design.
And Ferrari's strategy as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, strategy. We've got that down. Well, all I'm hearing is that some of us got Ferrari, some of us got Aston Martin. And as I've said, I've learned if there's a safety car, just pit. When in doubt, just pit.
And sometimes I'm thinking about going to McLaren Strategy Center, because what did they do? Like Lando said, can we swap position?
Yeah.
But McLaren didn't answer. No.
Yeah.
And he said it very politely.
He was like, please, guys, like, I don't want to
his tires are dead. If you know what I'm saying.
Person, but I just think that maybe we could
exactly.
But something I was analyzing is that the fourth, I don't remember who was fourth at that moment, was
Lewis, no?
George.
No? George. Could be George. Yeah. Whoever was behind them was really, really close. Trying to swap position, overtake Max, and protect was way too difficult. So they should have gotten to like Acqua Minerale, swap there, and then the one behind could have like protected and attack, and the one before
Yeah.
attacked. But just as the safety car was leaving, that was too much to do, and
Yeah.
they would have finished like Charles when Carlos won in Silverstone, that he lost everything P5, I think he was. They would have both lost so many positions.
Yeah.
That's the only like thing I think they did it correctly, but
Yeah.
they did it too late.
Mhm.
They always do that.
They like to think
So-
that we're checking, but they don't say we're
Yeah.
checking.
I was going to be so mean. Like I was going to say, well, they were racing in Europe in like the central time, and Brits go 1 hour behind, so that's why they were late.
Yeah, we were still an hour before.
Yeah.
Zach
still-
Brown was on American time zone.
True.
It was nice to see Lewis do well, though. Well, he got fourth, which is really setting your standards back for Ferrari. But he did it.
We listen
think-
and we judge.
We do listen and
Yeah,
we do
but
judge.
it's true. He was the one with good tires and not Charles. But that
Yeah.
also showed Charles that he's not the prince of Ferrari
No.
anymore. And I think that's what pissed him off. Like he's been told since he joined Ferrari that he was going to be number one, and they swap him.
Golden boy. Heard
And I
this
mean, during the Canal Plus interview afterwards, the guy like did
Mhm.
do when like, are you optimistic about Monaco? And he was like,
No.
no, and he just left.
No,
It's like, no,
no.
bye.
But honestly, he's waiting for so long to win the championship with Ferrari, and then Lewis comes.
If he
And-
wants if he wants a
Reminds me of
championship, he has to
McLaren.
leave Ferrari. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Ferrari is not a good team to win a championship with, and
No.
we've seen it so many times. Like they are so about to win it, and
And just can't
and
do
then
it.
just boom.
Yeah, but why, when everyone asks him, my dream is to win a championship with Ferrari. If you don't win, leave the team.
If it's
But
not
where is
happening.
he going?
Yeah,
Is
where
he
would he
going
go?
when he's been made the center of Ferrari? Everything is it's Charles to Ferrari is Max to Red Bull, but Max
Yeah.
Max and Red Bull work, and
And
Charles and
win.
Ferrari for some reason don't.
If you had to pick a team that wasn't Ferrari for Charles Leclerc, where would it be? Because I'm struggling to picture him in anything that's not red.
Too. Alpine.
Mm-mm.
Haas.
We want him to still be friends with Pierre.
Sauber.
remember?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but Sauber, Haas, and
No, I mean, I can't picture him
I can't
anywhere else.
Yeah.
Like just, I mean, like with like in Mercedes, no, McLaren, no, Red Bull, no.
No, he
I
doesn't
don't
want-
see it.
no.
I don't
He'd
know.
be out.
It's
Especially-
hard to like, yeah, it's just hard when you, I guess, made your whole personality being at Ferrari.
Ferrari.
A lot of other drivers do it. We've just talked about
Exactly.
it. Like Lando is obviously kind of like got that niche to him about McLaren, but
But
it's Charles. It's a different level. He's
Lando
made
has
his
the thing is
brand.
that Lando has been approached by other
Exactly.
teams like Mercedes.
Yeah.
Charles has not, because he has this long ongoing contract.
It's branding.
He's married to Ferrari. Like,
Basically, it
It will be a
was
messy divorce.
oh yeah.
he'll leave, like, and
He'll retire if he leaves Ferrari.
probably, yeah, because you can't
Yeah.
picture him anyone else, and I don't think he would understand any other car that it's not a Ferrari.
No.
No. Or
Not ruin the image.
accept to be second driver.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah. But is he gonna retire before Lewis?
I think Lewis in the next year, like he will be out as soon as his
I mean,
contract
I
with
don't
Ferrari finishes.
But
The only-
before Fernando, definitely.
the only reason why Lewis moved to Ferrari, it's because he wants to retire wearing red. It's the only
Yeah.
logical thinking about it.
I
It
want
does-
Ollie in that Ferrari.
Me too.
Mm.
He will, like the
Okay.
moment, and I think like that's why Lewis was only offered a 2-year contract because they wanted to prepare Ollie. They want to make with Ollie what they could not make with Mick.
But Ollie is good, even in a Hess. Like, he's good.
It's
I
good.
like him.
That's why they are seeing Ollie as what they saw Mick Schumacher, and he was not. He also had the pressure of the last name. That's true, but
They are talking about him to Cadillac.
Mm.
But I don't know.
I don't know because he's been like he made it clear he was with Alpine in WEC.
Yeah.
Did you guys saw on Quali, I think it was? Yeah, Norris and Sergio Perez incident.
Yeah, Sergio Perez is back, babies.
And for bad
What?
thing.
He
You
had
didn't see it?
they messed up. They messed up on the graphics and had a penalty for Perez pop up.
Yes,
Oh, I didn't see that. What the fuck?
yes. And instead of Franco, it was Jack Doohan.
Oh, that's
But
rough.
that one,
Yeah.
it's kind of logical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
but Perez,
Yeah,
Like,
they
I
are late. Like
they're still at the restaurant.
They are still at the restaurant. They are still sitting in that corner they haunt.
but I hear so many people saying Perez to Cadillac maybe, and I'm like,
Because Cadillac has said they want an experienced driver
yeah, I
and
know,
they want a
but I
young
don't want
driver.
that. I don't want
So
that.
that experienced driver is either going to be Perez or Bottas, and I don't think it's going to be Bottas because he's back in Mercedes and he's doing
K
so well.
Mag, K Mag,
Hey, Meg.
He's gone for
Okay,
good.
man.
He's gone for good.
please. No, I don't
Why?
want Perez. I don't want Perez.
Me neither.
No, please, no. Just no.
I'm trying to like think of like a
No.
random like real kind of blast from the past they could just like pop in there.
Romain Grosjean.
Nico
Yeah.
Rosberg, bring back Brittany.
Danny Ricardo. Danny Ricardo.
Oh,
No,
I'm
I
not
don't
ready
think.
to get my
That.
heart
Have you
broken
seen
again.
the new picture of him? Like, I literally didn't recognize him. He has this
Yes.
beard. Oh my god.
Going to Instagram.
Crazy.
Right,
Oh,
we have 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's battle through some predictions, shall we? For Monaco, because we're so good at them.
Okay, Nat, you go.
Oh God.
I don't want to say
Let's
my
give it a-
predictions because if not, they are going to end all of them in low F. No, I'm not. I just want points for my guys, for my
That's good.
F3, my F2, and my F1 guys. And Kimi, finish the race, please.
KB.
Oh, and have you seen that? For example, Formula 3 and Formula 2, since it's so many kids, they said let's let the game begin, and they divide them in 2 groups, and then
Oh,
the
it's
faster for like from P1 in both groups, the faster of them gets the good side. So P1,
Great.
then P3, P5, blah 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 blah, and the other ones get the bad side, P2, P4, blah blah blah.
Hmm.
I don't think
Okay.
that's fair because
Okay.
imagine that you qualify second, but you get better like a better time than the person who's
Yeah.
going to be second.
Mm.
I don't think it's fair, but my kiddos know
Kiddos.
Monaco well.
Go on, kiddos.
Pepe has
Okay.
won Monaco already, so my faith is on him.
I never know with Monaco because I never get it right. But then again, I've not gotten it right in a while. I think that Oscar Piastri is going to win. Kimi Antonelli, P2, and Lando Norris in P3. And I'll be wrong.
I'm scared because Lando has not been that great at qualifying lately, like a bit not as good. And Monaco, well, it's all about qualifying, so
Maybe this
I
is
don't
his
know.
redemption arc, though, Cam. This is it. Might be it.
I hope so. I hope so.
What
Yeah,
to say honestly.
Alex Albon on the podium.
Alex
Let's go.
Albon on the podium. Let's go.
With 2 pit stops, it's going to be something we have not seen before. But Alessia has not said her prediction.
Yeah,
So.
okay, I'm gonna say random. Alex Albon on P3, Kimi on P2, and Max Verstappen on P1.
Ooh.
Where's Lando?
I don't know. I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx
We know
it.
none of them are going to get the podium.
No.
No, one of us will be right, and we'll check back in on Monday.
My kids will get points. That's why I'm going to be right.
Oh, well,
This
shall
was
we?
fun.
Everyone will come back and listen to next week's when we get completely spot on. But thanks for listening, guys. We will be back with all things Monaco next week. But hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, follow, comment, all the jazz. And we'll be back for all things Monaco. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.